Hey guys, are you ready for today's October 30th, 2023, 2:07 p.m. Central Time. So, my email is in all of my videos' descriptions. It's been there forever. And apparently some numbnuts noticed that and decided to email me off of my Intel Marines Perspective video a few videos back and attempt to tell me off, saying, you don't know the Middle East. You don't know what you're talking about. The Palestinians are suffering. And you're so jaded. Like all this stupid stuff. And I responded to all of them with intellectual arguments, and none of them wrote back. In fact, one of them actually created a Gmail account, said some shit to me, and then deactivated it because when I responded, it didn't go through. How amusing and how pathetic are you people that you can't even stand behind what you have to say? So anyway, here's a somewhat response to those naive pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas, anti-Israel protesters that are out there that have to whine to me because I say you're naive because the school system has failed you. It is amazing and intriguing how many protests there are in the Western countries, from the UK to here to Australia. I mean, it's very telling how this is. Obviously, the Arab countries are going to do the same thing, and that's not surprising. That's actually expected. But here's the deal, dipshits. For all of you in these protests, ceasefire, help the Palestinians. And then there's free Palestine, meow, 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 fucking genocide against Israel. And then there's just genuinely anti-Israeli protests. They're anti-Semitic. So have none of you have thought for a moment in time, why isn't Egypt opening their borders? Why isn't Egypt helping? Why darn that Muslim country not open their borders and create a wonderful area for all these Palestinians fleeing the Gaza Strip to a safe haven area? Not even open their entire country to them, just a portion of the country. Why isn't Egypt doing it? Why isn't even Jordan doing it? Why isn't Saudi Arabia doing it? They're all Muslim brothers, right? Why the heck? Not brotherhood, just brothers. Why aren't they doing it? Have none of you thought of that, you stupid dumb fucks? There's a reason that Egypt doesn't want these fuckers in their fucking country. Because they're all stupid. They are all Hamas. There is no daylight between a Palestinian and Hamas. Period. Because Hamas rules that area. Any terrorist group, even how it was in Afghanistan, how the Taliban was there, Al-Qaeda was there, how they ruled that group of people. When a terrorist group rules an area, all the civilians and people around them become them. You don't have a choice. You don't. Because if you choose not to go forward and be part of them, they fucking off you and they kill your family. Okay? That's how that works. These people are a problem. The Palestinians are a problem. The only people that are quote-unquote Palestinian that aren't a problem are the elders and like toddlers, infants. But beyond like maybe 5 or 6 years old and up, all the way to an elder, are a problem. Period. That is why Egypt is keeping their doors shut. They literally said, we're not going to take these people in not going to take these people in and also burden the Egyptian people. That was what the dude said. That is what he said. They're not taking them in because they're all Hamas. Nobody in that area can trust them. Nobody. Even the Palestinian Islamic Jihad is in the Gaza Strip. They also have people part of them. You guys are so naive, it is painful. So why don't you go back to your protests and start protesting against Egypt and saying, Egypt, take the Palestinians. They're fleeing their area. Like 1 million or 2 million of them or some shit have gone south. And they're starving and blah, blah, blah. All this bullshit. Why don't you go to your protests and say, Egypt, open your doors. Egypt, help the Palestinians. No. Because you guys are dumb. Instead, you want a ceasefire. And the White House wants a pause in order to get fucking aid inside Gaza, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, thinking that that's actually going to go where it needs to go. But it's like, why? Why don't you guys say this? Why don't you guys see this? And then Egypt will respond to all of you stupid fucks and tell you again, we are not going to put this on Egyptians. We are not going to burden our citizens, when they should just come out and say, the Palestinians are a goddamn problem and we don't want to risk one of them coming across our border and causing problems. That's what Egypt should say. They are the ones that are keeping the Palestinians starving and injured, because there's, I guess, people are doing ridiculous stuff to injuries. So it's like, you don't get it. You don't get the area. You say, I don't get the area. You don't get the fucking area. You don't understand terrorism. You don't understand terrorist groups. You don't understand the Middle East. You don't understand the wonderful conflict that has been happening between Israel, the Gaza Strip, West Bank, the entire, however many years. The last time Israel was even in Gaza Strip, I think was in like 2006 that they were flying their flag. They fucking went in and are starting this little very slow ground operation and fucking raised their flag. They raised their flag, took down a Hamas flag, and put up the Israeli flag for the first time since 2006. And I bet none of you knew that. And if now you do, now that you know that, I hope it angers you. I hope it pisses you off. I hope all you idiots who think they're just indiscriminately fucking shooting and bombing areas, I hope you see this video, because they're not. They are targets. They are taking down targets. They are using a campaign. These are guided missiles. These are not indiscriminate, unlike Hamas, unlike Hezbollah. Hezbollah may start using their guided missiles, that's for sure. Wait for that to happen, because that'll happen eventually here. But until then, theirs are fucking indiscriminate. The Israelis are targeting shit. They're flying over Gaza and dropping shit. They're shooting it from Israel and dropping shit. All targeted. Hamas has their leadership and their tunnels under schools, hospitals, mosques, places of serious interest that would be a problem if someone offed that area, because then the whole world would have a goddamn hissy fit. Oh, they took out the largest hospital in Gaza. Oh, by the way, Hamas is sitting beneath it. But that doesn't matter because they killed a bunch of Palestinians. You mean the Palestinians that support Hamas and have been there forever with Hamas and never tried to fucking kick them out? You mean those Palestinians? Oh no, war crimes. Fuck you guys. You have no idea what you're fucking talking about. So don't email me with your trash attempting to give me some sort of education on some area that you know nothing about. And even if I knew nothing about that area, it doesn't matter. I know a lot about terrorism, and I know a lot about terrorist groups, how they function, how you hunt them, and how you fucking kill them, okay? You know nothing, and that's very obvious. All you know is that Israel's hurting Palestinian civilians, which is very difficult not to do when that area is so goddamn small and populated with a bunch of fucking people. There are going to be casualties. They're called collateral damage. It is war, you dumbasses. It is fucking war. People die. Until you go across into the Middle East and you've been into a fucking war and seen actual people die, do not talk to me any more. Do not email me. Do not post under this video. Do not fucking find me on X or any other goddamn platform. You have no idea what war is like, and that is obvious. So go take your dumbass, naive, retarded, totally brain damaged ass back to the street and go lay down in the street and do a die-in that says some ceasefire bullshit, or go take over Grand Central Station like you guys did, or go take over the fucking House of Representatives. I don't give a shit. Go continue to show how stupid you are all over this country, because none of you understand what's happening here. And the people that do understand what's happening here are chanting the genocide bullshit, because most of them are Arabs, and they understand what's going on there, and they want Israel out. They think they're occupiers, they don't belong there, and they don't even belong to live. Those people know what's going on over there, and those people need to get kicked out of the United States, UK, Australia, anywhere else they are. When they're saying that shit, send those fuckers home. And if they are fucking American citizens, it's time to deport their ass to Gaza and say fight for their right then, you stupid dumbass, because we don't need you here in the United States causing problems. We don't. But for the rest of you naive retards that are ceasefiring, that are saying free Palestine, but in a way that the Palestinians are getting hurt and you need to stop bombing them, go back to the streets. Go back to the streets. Go back to your colleges. Go talk to your professors that are anti-Israel. Go wonder and think about your life. Okay, go think about your pathetic, sad little lives. End of story. This is Are You Ready For It? Take care, guys. Have a great day.